But whenever I hear that question asked, what does Jesus mean to me? I just think back to my childhood days as going to church. I was brought up in a Christian home, and I remember a song in church when I was a child, and it said, "He is my everything, He is my all. He's my everything, both great and small." As a child, church was everything to me, and not so much Jesus. Only now that I am older and a Christian in older years, I can look back now and know that Jesus is my everything. He is my all. And the big moments in life that we go through, He's been with me. I got married in my early 20s, and I have two young daughters, and we went along to church. We were involved in church and serving in ministry, but deep down I always sensed that God had a call in my heart to preach and to be a pastor, but there was always that fear in my mind and not wanting to go any further. I was content, I was happy with the ministries I was doing. I was playing in the praise group. I was happy to do that. I was helping to lead in youth clubs and different things, and I was doing things for God that I thought were what God would want me to do. But deep down I knew God was wanting me to do so much more. And He had a call in my life, and I call it my Jonah experience, where Jonah was called to preach and go to Nineveh, and he didn't want to do that. He tried to get away from the call of God on his life. And I was doing that myself when I look back. I didn't want to go and take the full plunge and go into ministry because of fear and unknown territory is something that actually terrified me. But taking that step, a crisis that we faced as a family, and God used that just to call me and to surrender my life fully to Him. And now just the call of God in my life is so real. And today I'm serving as an associate pastor in my church. I'm studying full time at Belfast Bible College, and I'm just serving God and doing what He wants me to do, not doing what I think God wants me to do. Well, the Bible verse that would summarize my life and my ministry at the moment would be Joshua 1 verse 9. It says, "Do not be afraid, but be strong and be courageous, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go." And I can honestly testify to that verse. It is terrifying going into full-time ministry. I left my secular job 25 years after leaving school. I worked full-time, and I had a young family, and leaving secular work to follow the call of God wasn't easy to do, and it was fearful. And God's just reminded me to be strong and to be courageous. And whenever God has a calling on my life, He will call me and He will equip me to do the work. And I can honestly testify to that verse that God has been with me wherever I've went. Whenever I started as pastor in the church, when I started full-time studies at Belfast Bible College, and just different ministries and people that I minister to, God has been with me, and He's never left me.